It's summertime, and you know what that means.
It's too darn hot, too darn hot, too darn hot. It's so hot!
Yeah, there's that. But also cookouts, pool parties, and the beach.
Oh, I'm all a tingle.
Right? And what do you need for those activities?
Sunscreen.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about music.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Toxic Radio is ready to go with you wherever your summer takes you. All you need is your smartphone, a Bluetooth speaker, and the free Toxic Radio app. You can also catch us on the TuneIn Radio app.
What if it's too hard?
Yeah, what if it's too hard?
Were you even listening? Phone, speaker, app. It's not hard at all.
Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Damn right it is. So make sure you have us with you all summer and never miss out on the great shows and the great music. Toxic Radio. Don't play your summer safe. Play it toxic. Hey, buddy.
Raw.
Hey, man, that's a sweet heavy metal happy hour t-shirt. Where'd you pick that up?
Thanks, dude. I got it at the Toxic Radio shop.
Toxic Radio has a shop?
Yeah, dude. It's in the app. Or online at toxicradio.net.
That is sweet.
Yeah, and I also got a rockin' Toxic Radio hoodie and a Red Band Underground shirt. Dude, I'm gonna look so rockin' at the party tomorrow.
Well, I think you look pretty now.
Oh, wait, what?
The Toxic Radio shop is a place to get all your Toxic Radio gear. Shirts, hoodies, stickers. Find it at toxicradio.net or on the app. Don't buy it safe. Buy it toxic. Hey, where you going, man? You know what all the cool kids are doing these days? Listening to podcasts. And what does Toxic Radio have? Podcasts, duh.
Just as I thought.
Go to toxicradio.net and check out our weekly schedule for the lineup of great shows. Miss any of them live? No worries.
Thank God, dude.
We're on all the top podcast platforms, or just find them at toxicradio.net or on the free app. The choice is yours. Be cool or not.
We're gonna be cool.
Toxic Radio. Get the podcasts and get infected.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. And you are here in episode 100. That's right. It is that time to take it deep. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't think your mom's going to like one of these subjects today, Mike.
Oh, boy. Mom, tune out.
Yeah, she'll know when. So, just guess by the title. She's going to hear the subject and go, what is that?
Boy. Oh, boy.
But,
she already heard stuff last time that she didn't want to hear.
Oh, well, that's normal. At least we didn't go into dub fucking.
That's the ultimate. That's when you know it's real.
Yep. I still got to make a t-shirt for that. I mean, I have so many visions of how that could be deployed. So, speaking of real.
But real fast, before you even start, I do want to congratulate you on episode 100 of Taking It Deep. You have taken it deep 100 times.
More than that off the record.
So congratulations. It is a milestone. So many podcasts out there don't even last till episode 10 or 20. To last to episode 100 is monumental. And, you know, I wish the best in the next 100 with Taking It Deep, where usually it's either disgusting, political, or I'm putting something in my mouth.
And we're spitting in Time's face. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody that's listened. Everybody that's listened to 1 through 100. You know, even if you haven't heard all 100, you can always go to podcast and ask Amazon if you hear the latest episode of Taking It Deep. Full catalog's on there. Google Podcasts, iTunes, Taking It Deep. The Facebook page, you can catch all the videos for all you people that prefer the streaming version of it. And on youtube.com/playtoxic. So, and toxic.net. And, of course, the app, Toxic Radio. So, that being said, thank you, folks. Got a lot to talk about. Fun. I'll be energetic. Don't worry. I've been fighting a migraine. Had a big bag of ice on my head. That's how I get rid of migraines. It seems to work. Just put ice on your head and try to sleep. But yeah.
I get rid of it with vigorous masturbating and alcohol.
For some reason, I knew you were going to say that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that works for some people. Maybe,
it does.
Maybe the endorphins.
Because all the blood leaves your head. And
could it be the alcohol?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
You got to concentrate, the blood flow and everything. It helps.
So you just go, hey, Laura, I'll be back. I got to get rid of a headache.
Yeah. She knows what's going on.
And you're going going into the bathroom with some Jergens, some vodka, or some whiskey, and the JCPenney catalog.
Going to go, take my medicine.
Nice. She should be helping. Give you the assist on that. So, you know who's going to take it deep is Elon Musk. He is, if I'm a betting man, he is going to have to pay that bill for that failed Twitter merger.
Now, I don't agree with you. I think he's getting exactly what he wanted.
I'm not saying he didn't.
He might have to pay a little bit, but in the
pay.
grand scheme of things, it's not going to be anything. It's going to be a drop in the bucket, because even Elon retweeted this picture that I'm about to show, and liked it and retweeted it. It was a meme that says, they said I couldn't buy Twitter. Then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court.
Okay, I love for them to disclose that, because I think that's Elon creating a fake narrative. Everybody knows bots were on Twitter. You don't have to have it.
Right, but when they have to disclose how many or what their data is on the bots, then it becomes an issue.
So how many average users are on Twitter?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But when they have to disclose that
you
information,
could be a user on Twitter, not an active user.
If they disclose that information is either not what they've been releasing to their investors and or their clients in terms of advertising, it could mean big trouble for Twitter.
But that's
because they've already disclosed that information.
That's why,
and said it was a minuscule amount. If they find out that it's more, it could be issues for them.
That's why, and I have precedence for this. When I worked at AT&T, they were trying to buy T-Mobile, and it didn't go through, and AT&T had to pay T-Mobile $5 billion. And that's why they put these clauses in these deals before they go through, because things like that might come out.
But again, when the merger was supposed to happen, Elon even said, as a part of the merger, I need to know that what you have released, what you have said is true. So I want to see all the documents. I want to see the proof. And they wouldn't release it. That's why he backed out.
They hired a well-known firm to represent them. Twitter did. And looking at what a lot of legal analysts are saying out there, there's very little wiggle room for him to get out. So
I just want to see him wiggle.
Yeah. Well, his money will fold into someone else's pocket. And I want to see his money fold, because I think he just thinks he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, he's Elon.
Right. So
I mean, I want to see him run for president.
Yeah. That would be great. Let's have that guy run. Right. Yeah, and then we could hear the old adage, the U.S. needs to run like a business.
Right.
And then it doesn't.
But isn't that how government runs the U.S. like a business?
Never. Not really, no.
I mean,
they could.
Business.
If you want that, just think about the shitty job or business you used to work for, where they would fuck you over, and then they'll fuck you over even more. No, it's not supposed to run like a business in a sense. That's a big myth that a lot of people put out there. It's a very, very shallow myth when you pull it apart. Just like when people say, Biden's the reason gas has gone up. Has he done anything to make it go down? I don't think so. I don't think he's done a good job with that. But I don't know if there's a lot you can do when it's an internationally traded commodity. And when you look at it compared to other countries, and it has been coming down lately, I think he should have done more and could have done more. But to just say arbitrarily he's the reason for it, you're just repeating shit other people said.
You think Biden's still having sex?
I don't know. I think odds would be against it.
Okay.
Yeah. For sure.
So there's no Monica Lewinsky thing going to happen to him?
No, it would be like a throwback from like the 80s or something. Or the 90s. Or the early 2000s. No, I don't think so. Not these days. Not having anything fresh, that's for sure. For sure. But getting on to that, I think Elon is going to have to pay the price. And it's not going to hurt him. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's got plenty of billions to worry about. But you never know. I just want to hear it play out in court. So I hope he's right. I want to hear people talk about it. I want to hear people bring it up. I want to hear the details.
Everybody loves good court drama.
Yeah, right? Will there be a grumpy involved in this story?
Oh, I can only hope so. And who would be leaving the grumpy?
Elon on Twitter.
I think that Elon could leave a grumpy, make a funny joke about it, and he'd be good.
You think so?
He'd probably make that grumpy into like an ETF or EFT, whatever the NFT, whatever those things are.
NFT.
Thank you.
People have not been talking about NFTs as much lately, I noticed.
Because the NFT market dropped because people realize we're spending all this money just because we've got a verified JPEG.
A verified JPEG, yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is, a verified JPEG. It's just a JPEG that you could say you own. That's all it was.
Never really got into that NFT world.
Nope.
Bought a little crypto, but the NFT world, not so much.
And I'm glad I never did.
But I want you to play that video I sent you.
You sent a video?
Yeah, did I send it to you?
Yeah, I think you did.
Something came up.
Does this one have audio?
It does have audio.
All right, let me get it prepared then real fast. Give me a second.
It's going to be interesting. I could tell you that. I didn't know this existed. And your mom's going to love this one.
What about my mother?
She'll love this.
Oh.
It's going to be very toxic.
All right.
Could smell like fish.
All right, let's see if I got it.
The TikTok trend that says you should use vaginal juice as perfume.
Whoa.
I mean,
we got right to the meat.
I think it would work.
You think it would work?
Yes. Are you kidding me? Here's the thing. You ever smell something that's like a little off and then you get another hit of it? Like you're like, man, that smells like. I think I would do that. I think I'd be like, oh, what the hell? That smells like cooter. Oh, let me get another hug.
It's so weird.
All right, Grandma, see you later.
If you're down to your last idea and vabbing is what it is to find your boyfriend, no.
I think it works though.
Can't.
You know the scent of cooter.
Can you imagine being on a first date with a girl and then she takes her fingers, vabs, and goes like this? I'm out. If a girl walks around smelling like vagina,
I think it's the scent that'll just stop you real quick, like in your tracks. But, oh, hold up.
I think it might be the
Vabbing. The TikTok trend that says you
Vabbing.
Jesus.
So, are you down with the vabbing, Mike?
What the hell?
Are you down with the vabbing?
I don't know what I just saw, why they thought that was a good idea.
Well, they didn't make it up.
What the...
So vabbing, when she is broke, she can't afford Gucci. She's always got the coochie. That's what it says in UrbanDictionary.com. Vabbing, when a woman sticks her fingers in her vagina and puts the juices behind her ears to attract men and get laid. Girl, I tried vabbing last night, and I had the best fuck of my life. This is off of UrbanDictionary.com. Wow. So, is that real? Do people do that?
I do not think that is real in any way,
What did I
shape,
just
or
walk in
form.
on? That's why you take it deep, because you don't know what's going to smack you in the face. So, no, I think people do vab. I mean, it's a TikTok trend, they said. Is that a made-up trend? Do you think so?
I think that's 100% a made-up trend.
No. Really?
There are no women out there that are...
All right, I'll give you the guy...
putting their own scent on their neck.
And you'll appreciate this Jay and Silent Bob reference. People stink palm, right?
You do?
No, you've never stink palmed.
No.
You know what the stink palm is?
Yeah, no.
You don't even wash your hands, so you might naturally stink palm.
And there you go. Yeah, I think she does, doesn't she, Brad?
Who?
Brad saying Gwyneth Paltrow has a vagina-scented candle.
Yeah, I think that's true. What's poppin', my guy? Yeah, vabbing. What's up, Gene? So, okay, listen. I think it exists. I mean, are people really doing it? I mean, I'm Googling it. It says 10 vabbing FAQs. What is vabbing actually a thing? This is off of healthline.com. Your vagina produces a lot of useful secretions. These secretions keep your vagina healthy and lubricate it. A vaginal discharge is your vagina's way of cleaning itself. Okay? But what if there was another use for your vaginal fluids? Could it make you feel sexy or even attract a potential partner? Some people use their secretions for vabbing. And this article was done April 28th, 2021. So we've had about almost 3 months. Now, the picture they used for vabbing, I'm going to send this article to you so you can show it because it's kind of funny. It's not the picture you think. I'm going to send it to you right now, Mike. Mike thinks I'm trolling him. He's like trying to say, like, does this exist?
No, well, this does. I do remember hearing about this now that they said it.
Yeah, and it says
Goop.
Goop, isn't that?
So this is Gwyneth Paltrow's scented candle, and she specifies here, it smells like my vagina.
Excuse me, sir. Is this the customer service line for Goop?
So
yeah, this one smelled a little bit like sardines, or anchovies. Is that the proper scent? I don't know. Is that supposed to smell like cotton candy and cookies? Like, what are my expectations for the scent here from this Goop?
Product details: with a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautifully unexpected scent, this candle is made with geranium, citrusy, bergamot, and cedar absolutes with them rose, whatever. Seed to put us in a mind of fantasy, seduction, and sophisticated warmth. The front of it says, "It smells like my vagina."
It says vabbing is somewhat a fringe sex trend that gained interest in the past years. What exactly is it? Yep, that's a word that combines vagina and dabbing. Refers to dabbing your vaginal secretions on your body as if they are droplets of perfume. It's thought to make you more attractive to others, as with perfume secretions are usually dabbed on pressure points like behind your ears and on your wrist.
I don't know, dude.
The idea is that vabbing attracts potential partners because vaginal secretions contain pheromones. Because of this, some people vab before dates or during a night out. Wow. So, I mean, I just want to go on like a burn date where I know I don't want it to work out. And the first question I'm going to ask is, did you vab before you came out by any chance? No? Sounds hot. I knew Laura would be into that. Yeah, I mean, maybe Heinz should come out with like a...
So wait, if girls are going to do that, can guys just get a handful of ball sweat and just start slapping on their necks?
I mean, some girls might be into that. I don't know if a girl was into it. I mean, I shouldn't say I do know that I'm not slapping any ball sweat on my neck.
Well, what's the difference? Is there a difference?
I'm not putting any dabbing on there. How do you think I got Mike? That makes total sense, actually. Now that you say it, I know. She got you with the.
I mean, it's either ball sweat or jizz. You got to put it on your neck so the girls can smell it.
Jizz. Ew. What are you? There's something about Mary. So,
which one would work better? Do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't want to smell like fresh cut grass. So, in the summertime, it's like, oh, what's that smell?
So would you rather smell like bleach?
I mean, doesn't that kind of smell like that too? So, all right. This is where it came from. So it's hard to say where exactly the vabbing trend originated, but it became quite topical, I guess pun intended there, in 2019 after sexologist Shane Boudrim shared that she often vabs before a night out. It was also discussed on the Secret Keepers Club podcast, where comedians Emma Willem and Carly Aquillo, shared their experiences with it. Although the trend has been discussed on social media and a few mainstream publications, there's nothing to suggest it's a widespread trend. What are the purported benefits? The idea that your vaginal secretions contain pheromones, which make you attractive to partners, which we already said. So, is there any research to support this? No research has been conducted on vabbing. So, it is a wives' tale. Pheromones do play a role in mating behavior, but most studies on pheromones were conducted with animals. And in contrast, there's little research showing that pheromones affect human mating behavior. In fact, depending on how it's defined, it's not clear whether humans even possess pheromones. I mean, I feel like this is just Spanish fly recycled.
Yeah.
Like, let me go buy this secret potion from a seedy gas station, and I'm going to attract all the women. I mean, so many things involving sex can get sold that are just bullshit because people aren't going to talk about them when they didn't work. Like, if you buy like a male enhancement pill, you're never going to hear someone saying, man, my dick was really flat. Don't buy this pill. This isn't good. It's not good.
Speak for yourself. I'll let you know if you shouldn't buy it.
Yeah, well, we know you're the king of the gas station penis pills.
I'll let you know. Let me be the reviewer.
So is it safe? Yes, there's no reason to think that vabbing wouldn't be safe. So although there's no science to back it up, there There aren't any real drawbacks to it.
By the way, any and all gas station pills people, companies out there that want to send me some free samples to do a review on, just send them on over.
I mean, I'll do a review if they pay me sponsor money.
Maybe we'll take them together and see what happens.
That's, you know what? I'm going to have to pass on that. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. That is a generous offer. Audience doesn't want to do it. Audience doesn't.
No.
Yep.
Is that Will Smith saying no?
Yeah. He's slapping someone. But I don't know, man. When's the last time you taken one of those, Mike?
It's
yesterday.
It's been years.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think I'd be into it, but now my nose is aware, and I'm going to have to pay attention. I don't know. I want to ask that question. It's got to be something that's like niche. Like most people, let me say this. If a girl reveals to you that she's dabbing, you're getting laid that night. 100%. Or vabbing. You're getting
100%.
100%.
But also
By the way, I want to let you know that I dipped into my vagina tonight to attract you with my pheromones.
But then again, you got the old school thought process that you see in all of the like movies about losing your virginity and all that kind of stuff, and the high school guys trying to figure out who they're going to bang at prom, where they do the whole sniff thing. And I never understood that. I always thought that made me want to puke every time I saw that. So it is a thing.
But he drinks those energy drinks, so they aren't good for the heart.
Laura said, I don't allow it. They are bad for his heart, so Godfrey was saying, my energy drinks.
Yeah, so that's completely made me lose my thought. All I know is I can't see that if that was a trend, I'm blown away by it.
I'm blown too.
And you might not want to, I don't know, man. I don't know if that really shows long-term potential. I feel like if you're vabbing.
Well, just Laura saying that makes me want to puke.
Butterscotch? You don't like
butterscotch? Because it was in the movie Kids. You remember that movie from back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie Kids, the one guy puts his fingers underneath the other guy's nose to have him smell it, and he goes, butterscotch.
Ew. Yeah, or that, yeah, I don't know. It makes me think of like the scene from Mallrats where he stink palms the guy, and then he's throwing up in the movie.
That was what, the chocolate-covered pretzels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
disgusting.
pretzels are all melted, and he's like, oh, yeah, I think I will help myself to one.
Yeah.
I will never take a chocolate pretzel from someone after that.
That's what did it?
I'm ruined.
You're ruined? Kevin Smith, it's all your fault.
Yep, great movie, by the way. Didn't Clerks 5 come out recently?
Clerks 3 is about to be released. The trailer just got released. I am super hype. And then I found out that Laura has never seen Clerks 2, which made me so depressed.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, Clerks 2 is okay.
What are you talking about? Let's not spoil it for her because she might be listening. I know it's however many years old, like 7 years old. But she doesn't know about Kinky Kelly, so don't say nothing.
All right, but does it really hold a candle on the 1?
Yeah, 2 is amazing. It has Rosario Dawson. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's cool, but I could watch Fight Club. She's in other movies. Not Fight Club. She wasn't in Fight Club.
She wasn't in Fight Club. I don't know why you said Fight Club.
She was in another movie with Edward Norton. That's where I was getting confused.
It wasn't Fight Club. What are you talking about? You're talking about Hulk.
No, it was a different one that she was in with him. Did Edward Norton play the Hulk?
What? Yes.
So speaking of TV and movies, I have been watching The Boys. I'm in season 2.
You haven't made it to season 3. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to look at you. How have you not made it to season 3? We are living in the age
I don't have that much
of
time.
binge watching television shows.
I can't.
I
don't have time for a binge watch.
Made it to episode 3 or season 3.
I don't have that kind of downtime. But I am taking a flight where I will probably catch up to season 3.
Oh my god!
And I will tell you that I like it even more because I do know that it's fucking with people's minds.
You are a disappointment.
One thing I read is right wing, The Boys fans grapple with Homelander being a villain, confusing everyone. That's a headline I saw about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's kind of funny because as the show plays out, it's kind of, I guess, making fun or poking at real life situations and just showing like a true life I guess it's sharing how life is right now. I'm losing the word here, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a microcosm of life, and it's kind of making fun of it in a way, which I think is kind of interesting. It is.
It goes into some weird, dark places. It has some
like
very risque subject matter, places that Marvel or DC would never go in a million years.
Like,
and that's what makes it amazing.
Homelander getting breastfed by 45-year-old women. Yeah, that makes sense.
And you're in season 2 now?
Yeah.
How many episodes in?
2.
Okay, so you haven't found out the main plot of this season, the main twist of this season. I'll hold off until you do.
Yeah, hold off. Stop trying to edge me. Are you into edging?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that's
absolutely.
Jesus.
Why does he have to come into to play with that?
No, not edging.
Oh, I do love Edge though.
Nice.
Miss him being with Lita.
Nice. Why? So do you Aldi? Do you shop at Aldi ever?
I did shop at Aldi when it was it was a different store before, and then it became an Aldi's, and I shopped there when I was super poor, and I remember that they had the carts, the shopping carts where you had to put the quarter in, and they have very good deals on a lot of great food. Yeah,
they do have good deals. I'm going to send you an article for visual purposes. So
purposes.
So I'll try to describe it to you guys.
But Aldi's is really good.
But yeah, they are pretty good. But I ran across an article I thought was interesting. It said, why Aldi treats shoppers like shoplifters. So Aldi has garnered global attention this week after pictures surfaced on Twitter showing that in the UK, the retailer has added serious security tags to most of the basic items, including cheese and meat. Twitter user Wheeler's Wordsmith posted photos on Wednesday that showed cheese with black wraparound security tags and steak enclosed on full-on clear security boxes. That's crazy.
Well, I could tell you why this is.
I mean, that's not here. That's not happening here. You don't see that here.
But I could tell you why this is.
Because people shoplift food and sell it?
Yeah, because of the same reason I told you why I started shopping at Aldi's. I mean, Aldi's is a great store to go to, especially if you don't have a lot of money. You're down and out. You need to really penny pinch and get through and feed your family. You're going to go to Aldi's. This is the bottom line. And when you don't have a lot of money, sometimes you're going to be persuaded to shoplift. And I'm sure that individuals have gone in there and seen the giant blocks of cheese or the steaks and have shoplifted, and it probably shows up in their metrics. So they got to do what they got to do.
Well, they said though the new security measures for the cheese and meat are most conspicuous, we've seen security tags at Aldi aren't unprecedented. In 2020, Reddit user Bubble Coffee asked why they set off an alarm leaving Aldi. Half the time they go shopping there, I usually just buy steaks and beef, and they always wave me on to just go, they wrote. Steaks and other high-value items have sensors, replied some who identify themselves as an employee. Sometimes they do not get deactivated. That is embarrassing, though. It's like when I buy stuff sometimes and I go through a store. Yeah, bar-ass hot dogs are shit. When I go through a store and I know I bought stuff, I'm always afraid of, the security thing going off because it's just embarrassing. And they always wave me through. But it's just like, what the fuck, man? I don't know. Have you ever had that happen to you where it just starts beeping and Barry looks at you like, oh, get him?
Yeah, and you just keep walking. That's what you do. If
you think they would have a different reaction if you looked them in the eyes and then ran?
Well, I mean, of course. But if you've watched any kind of TikToks where people are shoplifting, especially you see it a lot in like a CVS, Rite Aid, and I see it a lot on TikTok from Home Depots. Most of their staff is instructed that if they have a shoplifter, to not approach them. Do not try to apprehend the person who's shoplifting because of the simple fact that you don't know what kind of weapon or other items they might have on them that could cause you harm. So you see a lot. I've seen a lot of TikToks where people will 100% fill up their cart and then walk right out the door.
How about the TikTok where, I don't know if you saw it, where these girls in New York tore up this guy's French fry stand because they got charged $1.50 for extra sauce.
Yeah,
they're facing up to $20,000.
Yeah, because they actually damaged property.
I hope they get prison time.
But in the case of this, it's all about And I hate when people are like, something like, okay, like how come the CVS in Camden has bars over or glass over top of the certain items, but the one in Lindenwold or the one in Blackwood or the one in Deptford doesn't. And it's because that store in particular has had issues with, I would imagine, a decent amount of those products being stolen. And when you 1, 2, 3, maybe a couple of months probably isn't going to cause anything, like we were talking about, like Brad said with the Bar S hot dogs. But when it becomes the norm, when it becomes a problem, when it becomes a metric that just keeps on going up, the store has to do something, and they're not going to chase you out the door. They're not going to confront you because you might have a gun, you might have pepper spray, you might have a knife.
I've seen that trend reverse. I've seen some people chase the people.
No, there are individuals that will, but the establishment, the company, the corporate line is to not engage.
I saw a shop owner was holding the door closed till the police arrived because she stole a lot of items, and then she sprayed this guy with Raid. I would have whooped her ass. I don't care,
right,
girl or not. She would have got an elbow right to the face.
But that's why you're not supposed to confront them. But these stores that do that, they don't want to do that. Like that causes the store more issues. It causes the people that work there more work. It causes the store to pay more money to encapsulate these items. They don't want to do this. They have to do it.
Yeah. So, well, here's the thing. I'm not criticizing them doing it, but there is the inflation they said is bad over in the UK. So it hasn't happened here yet, and that's why this happens. But I did read I did see a Vice special. One thing that people do is they'll steal meat and cheese, and they'll resell it because they're higher priced items at a cheaper price on the street.
Right. When it gets bad is when stores like Target, Walmart, Costco, BJ's, ShopRite, when these places start doing stuff like that, then there's an issue.
Can I see that ribeye? Sure, sir. Oh, you have to disarm that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Is that still fresh? No, and I get why they're doing it. I don't blame them for doing it.
Right.
But when you bring up these areas like Camden, and I guess they're, doesn't mean they're only shoplifting areas like Camden. Sometimes they go into these higher priced areas to shoplift and then bring it back to that area. But what I would tell you is one thing that rings true is where that kind of stuff starts to happen is where poverty is increasing at a higher level.
Right.
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 Not all the time.
There are people that are going to go to the
doesn't mean it's excusable.
The quote unquote nicer neighborhoods or nicer stores to go get this stuff. But for the most part, they're going to go to their local stores that they can walk to steal from. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. You're going to go locally.
I would get creative with the marketing and have these stakes that are in these plastic boxes and put limited edition on them.
Put a Pokemon card in there.
Yeah. Are you going to save it? No, you're going to eat it. So how can you prove that it's not limited edition? Limited edition steak. Yeah, I think what a world we live in. But, I mean, when you see this picture, and I think I sent it to you, like it's that.
They also, I'm looking at this picture a little bit more.
Round security tag.
Right, so they got the one sign that says security box must be removed at checkout before leaving the store. Please ask a member of staff to help. And it says M&S food. It doesn't say Aldi's. And
well, that might be Aldi's a big brand too. That might be one of their offshoot brands. Like it's a German, I believe they're a German food company that owns a lot of these different stores, so that might be called something different over there than it is here.
And another sign up there that says, our CCTV cameras are filming this. We are looking out for shoplifters.
Yeah, they'll prosecute. It's a little bit different in the UK. So the cheese, though, has those like round tags that you see at like Best Buy on, electronics, like the round black tag with the the string on it. And that's crazy. Sometimes you get flash mobs, but I've seen Best Buys where, people go in there, they try to steal, and they engage them and they try to stop them. Now, I've worked for a major retailer, so usually they don't want you to do that. But I don't know. So Godfrey's cutlet fillet is coming to a corner near you. Yeah, that sounds like, you know what? That might be a good idea there, Brian. Sell it at the back of a Lincoln. Yeah, I'll sell it. bring it up to mass and sell it up there out of the park the car out of the trunk. So I don't know, man. What a world we live in, but yeah, you got to bring your own bag to Aldi too. It's always Aldi. It's always been like that. Aldi.
Well, it's always been like that, but they also would have boxes that you can put your stuff in as well.
You do get that sometimes too. They're pretty decent grocery store. I've been there.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
But that, I wonder if that's going to happen here. We're going to start seeing stuff like food. It's not food here. It's only electronics.
Right. But, I mean, food could be because we just got the report that says inflation is up even higher than we thought. They thought it was going to be 8.5. It's 9.5. So anybody who's gotten a raise recently, they said that in reality with inflation, you actually got a pay cut, all this craziness. Gas is coming down, but food and shelter are all up super high. So who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Who does? I try to listen. At the end of the day, you can only control what you control.
There was a report that said, and I agree with this, if you're looking for a raise from your current job, if you've been at your current job for a while, you're looking for a raise from your current job to help with inflation, don't even bother. You're going to get 2, 3, maybe 4% raise. If you want to get an actual raise that'll help with your bills and everything, best bet to do is to go get hired by somebody else.
But here's the thing.
Other jobs, if you've got skill sets, go to another job, you're going to get upwards of 20 to 30% increase.
But here's the thing about that, Mike. That's always been the recipe for a raise. Now, the actual amount you're getting has gone up recently because of the job market, but that's always been the recipe.
Oh, yeah,
I've been in plenty of jobs where they're like, and their attitude's always been like, why the fuck do we need to give this guy a raise? We already have him. And they bring in someone else, maybe less skilled than you, not as good, as Mike scratches his back with his butt scratcher. And
butt scratcher.
Yeah, and and they'll pay that person more money. That's like many industries will do that. And that's fucked up, I think. And then they're like, we can't keep anybody. Well, why do you think? If you're bringing people in at a higher rate and then you have people there, you're going to have to address that. And if you don't, you're going to have unhappy people, and then you'll have to deal with it as it comes, and then they have the choice to go to a different company. So I don't know, man. For me, I always feel like it costs more money to have to bring new people in and train them, obviously, because you're going to have to pay them more and train them depending on the job it is. It's not always turnkey who you're hiring, and it could, in the long run, not be good for you. Now, certain jobs, you could probably churn and burn them, and it's not the case, but I don't know. I do agree with you on that about asking for a raise right now, but at the same time, it should depend on the industry. Because listen, short story, I worked for AT&T when they first launched the iPhone. They had an exclusive with it, and they had a CEO of the mobile division, and they had a CEO of the overall company, AT&T. And they usually gave us a raise. It was around 2008. It was a little minuscule raise, maybe 2%, 3%, depending on your performance review. And they said, Randall Stevenson, the CEO at the time, goes, listen, we're going to have to forego raises this year. I'm not taking anything myself, as this guy's a millionaire with a bunch of stock options, as if we're comparable. And then after he said that, and and the CEO was, I guess, pleading his case of sacrifice for the company, the CEO of the mobile division says, we had our best year ever, right? Because we did well with the iPhone. So there were other bigger parts of the company, and I guess they were feeding off us. But, you're going to say you can't get a raise, but you had your best year ever. There's some tone-deaf motherfuckers up there, and I don't always believe what they're saying up top. Like, oh, yeah, we're hurting. Like, I remember when we had really good health coverage. I went from union to management, and it was like, oh, we're going to save so much money for the company. And I was like, okay. That's cool. Didn't know what that meant. You couldn't really say like, well, I don't want the health plan, right? Like, that's what they offered. And went to get my prescription. They're like, sir, your prescription's $90. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
It's usually $10. What the fuck? This is like 09. And then you look at it. Oh wait, no, this wasn't because of Obamacare. Actually, this was 07, right before Obama. It was like, hey, hi, I'm what we like to call a high deductible health plan. What does that mean? Oh, well, sir, your benefits and everything will kick in at 80% or higher once you pay your deductible of $10,000. I'm like, deductible of $10,000? The fuck is this? So that was spun as saving money. So fuck them. Get yours. That's all. Just get yours, and don't worry about anybody else. That's pretty much how it's to happen, especially when it comes to companies. If you can switch and get a raise, and it's a good
absolutely,
it's a good move. Do it. I know a lot of people that have, and they benefited from it. And good for them. Got to take it while the market's hot because they damn sure when the market's not hot, take advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your turn. You're up to bat, kid. You know what I mean? Take a swing. But yeah. Have you noticed a lot of flights have been getting delayed?
No.
You ever heard about that? No.
No.
Have you heard about the Doordash glitch?
I did hear about the Doordash glitch. Thanks to again my number one outlet for news, TikTok.
TikTok. That's funny. I feel like TikTok is kind of destroying the news a little bit because now news companies that keep up have to cover stuff that they see on TikTok, which isn't actual news, which is kind of sad when you think about it. But
Absolutely.
DoorDash glitch briefly allowed orders of free food, tequila, and contraceptives. Wow.
Wow.
This is from the New York Post. Now, all I know is someone's getting fired at that job.
Yep.
I don't know who, but I'm going to say the software team's in some deep shit. Maybe they got hacked. Maybe they didn't. I have a feeling that either there was a glitch or they got hacked and they don't want to tell people about it because that means people's information got exposed and that's not good. But DoorDash customers were celebrating on Thursday after discovering a glitch that allowed them to get their purchases for free, according to a flood on social media posts. You guys shouldn't have told anybody about it. Customers boasted about ordering free food, pricey tequila, and even contraceptives. Some posted screenshots of extravagant orders in the thousands of dollars. One man tweeted images of dozens of, I don't even know what the fuck that is, stratospherically, wow, nailed that word, priced tequilas he says he ordered during the glitch. Those included orders of Cosmingos Raspado and Don Julio worth $1,673 and $1,900, respectively. Others posted memes making fun of those who made large purchases without paying, predicting that the company would seek to have those payments fulfilled. One Twitter user commented, "Careful now, people. DoorDash is out to get ya." A DoorDash spokesperson confirmed the glitch and said the company was canceling fraudulent orders. So, on the evening of July... So, here's my take on that. If you cancel your account, I don't think they have to prove to the bank that you owe them money somehow. I don't know if they could do that after the fact. You might be able to dispute that, but... So, a DoorDash spokesperson said there was a glitch, and on the evening of July 7th, DoorDash experienced a payment processing issue. So maybe it wasn't them, and it was a payment processing place that they use. And as a result, some users were able to check out without authorized form of payment for a short period of time. DoorDash said, "We are subsequently notified that some users were placing fraudulent orders, and we immediately corrected the issue. We're actively canceling the orders and are in touch with merchants impacted to ensure they are compensated for any unauthorized orders they may have received." So that's a sucky thing. Because
here you go. Look at the screen.
Wow.
So here's somebody. They blocked out their name and their TikTok. Says, "Oh, y'all thought y'all was doing something. I'm the real GOAT. Thank you, DoorDash. Follow me on TikTok. Price list will be going up soon. Get your bottles today." And they tag DoorDash on this. They have up here them buying a shit ton of alcohol that totaled $17,177.62. But
I don't. Here's the thing. Knowing this industry, I don't think that order gets filled. I'm going to tell you why. Because if they're not going to, I don't think they let you buy from multiple stores at once unless there's some kind of warehouse that they're in charge with, or maybe DoorDash has like some kind of convenience thing. Because only certain states can deliver alcohol.
Right.
And like
Jersey can.
Yeah, PA you can't. In Jersey, you have to self-deliver it.
No. What do you mean you have to self-deliver it?
So, all right. So
I've had alcohol delivered to my house.
But you don't know that was a DoorDash driver.
Sorry, self-delivery. You mean by the company has to?
Yeah, DoorDash will send them the order, and
yeah.
then the liquor company has to do it. Now, in New York, DoorDash can deliver it for the liquor companies.
Gotcha.
So, So the thing is if it's a small liquor store, do they have 49 bottles of Don Julio in stock? I'm not so sure about that. Am I wrong, Mike? That's a little... Put that screen up again.
Put the...
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I actually closed out of it.
I want to see his fucking confirmed receipt.
Oh, it doesn't have that on here.
Of course.
No. It doesn't have it confirmed. It has a continue.
Yeah, he's full of shit. He's full of shit. It's all for the gram. Because I could see that order getting put through and then it get canceled. So my question is, how many of them actually went through? So... We work to ensure that we're always offering, because remember, that's not DoorDash's inventory for the most part. We're always offering the highest quality of service to communities we serve and sincerely apologize for any inconvenience. DoorDash may be under Greater pressure than ever before. One of its largest rivals just inked a year-long deal with Amazon. Bing, bing. Offering Grubhub Plus free to Prime members. So, yeah, that is fucked up. So you want DoorDash and you get $1,000. Now, I wonder if the people, I don't know, man. We'll see if they come after him.
Yeah.
So that's a large order for it to go through. Like, if it goes through the system and then let's say it goes through and it's a glitch, the driver still has to get there and pick up that order. I just want you guys to envision one DoorDash driver picking up how many? I wish you had that screen up.
I can pull it back up in 2 seconds. It's right
How
here.
many bottles of alcohol were in there? There was like over
from what we could
fucking
see,
200.
Right. There was 37, 38, 49, 39, 35, 17, 13. Yeah, that's a lot.
This guy's full of shit because I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, look, they had Dash Pass. Good for them. So, save $1,500. I mean, hey, listen, one driver going there, like, if you're driving, you're like, what the fuck is this? You know, you're like, even if you see that, that's a staggering number. You're like, well, no way. And you're probably going up like, okay, I'm going to go there and see. And the guy fulfilling the order at the liquor store is probably like, no fucking way. I mean, just imagine the logistics of putting that together. So I call bullshit on that guy.
Yeah.
He's full of fucking shit. There's no way that happened. That way he's just trying, once again, selling out for the views. That's what they like to do on a TikTok.
Do it for the TikTok. Do it for the talk or whatever they say.
They'll do anything.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram. Yeah, man. That glitch, though, man, was crazy because it was going all over the place. It happens to companies.
Well, that's what you're going to get with companies that run 100% over the internet. Hackers, glitches, stuff like that. That's where you're susceptible to.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
If your whole entire business model runs from an app, I mean that's what your biggest downfall could be, I guess.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure there's a risk factor there, but I mean, listen, I don't know. Speaking of risky behavior.
Oh, you wanted to play gay chicken? I'm in. I'll be right there.
No, yeah, no, thank you. Access denied. Not doing it.
Access denied.
So, former Facebook employee says CEO Mark Zuckerberg waved around a katana sword at the office. Can you envision this? I can.
What happened?
Former Facebook employee said he has claimed that Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, once wielded a katana sword at the office after getting frustrated with his employees' code. Uploaded a 13-second video on TikTok on June 19th listing weird things that happened while he worked at Facebook, and shares at the start of the clip that was the 30th employee at Facebook, which was founded in 2004. According to the entrepreneur, Zuckerberg brought a katana sword to the office and waved it around because he didn't like the code and the stuff we've been putting out on the website. Could you see him doing this? I could.
I could. He's a weird dude.
You think he's weird?
He's weird. But again,
what tips it off?
He's a weird dude, but people in his situation with that kind of brain power and that kind of...
so you think he should be able to wave a katana sword around?
I don't think he... Look, I look at him like a Sheldon. For anybody who's seen The Big Bang Theory. He's Sheldon. He doesn't know any better. He's a giant child with an insane
I think
brain.
Guys like that only do it around people that they know that they have some kind of power over. Because I would love to see Shawn Michaels come out of nowhere and just hit him with Sweet Chin Music while he was doing that.
But he wasn't threatening anybody. I think he does it with people he feels comfortable with, not people that he knows that he is in charge of or overpowering, but he feels comfortable with.
Yeah, he said, it's funny. Well, listen to this. Keegan writes, he had some great motivational lines with love. He say, if you don't get this done sooner, he said it with love, I will punch you in the face or I will chop you with this huge sword. While holding a huge sword in hand to this day, I don't know why he had that sword.
I think he thinks he's being funny. I think he is that guy at work who tries to joke with you and you just give him that eyeball. I had a guy at work today do it to me where you just give him that look like, what are you doing, dude?
After he tapped you in the nuts.
Right. What? You were there.
He fondled your nuts.
But no, he is that awkward kid, that awkward guy at work who thinks he's being funny. He is the Michael Scott of Meta. That's what he is. That's what he is.
So, Lord of the Rings and House of Dragon are coming out. I'll talk about House of Dragon because I know you love Game of Thrones, Mike.
Yay.
Have you ever seen it?
No, and I haven't even had the inkling to want to.
August 22nd, The House of Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel. So you could get away with watching it. TV show coming to HBO Max. It's just weeks away. If you can't wait that long, there's a trailer to enjoy. So you can Google that. I am going to be watching that, and I cannot wait. Mike, well, I'm hoping Laura forces Mike to watch it.
And we've got a bunch of other shows to watch on the back burner that isn't even going to get close to watching something of that magnitude.
Speaking of TV, there is some free TV coming out. If you guys like free, if you have a Roku, they're rolling out free local news for streamers. So that is something that's pretty valuable. You know, I don't think you need a paid subscription. Philly's one of them. Chicago, New York, Dallas, Fort Worth, Washington, D.C., Connecticut, and South Florida, and which is pretty cool because you can get your local news for free. I don't think you need to be subscribed to anything. You can use a Roku and just use free apps on it, just like you can on Amazon, Fire Stick, and I think that's pretty cool. So keep your eyes out for that one, guys. You will enjoy that. Help you cut the cord and not have to worry about that, because that's the biggest thing about cutting a cord. People feel like, I can't get my local news. Well, here's one way to get it, right? You won't miss it. So you get to hear the Action News theme or NBC 10, whatever you prefer in this area. But with that being said, folks, thank you for joining us for our 100th episode, and thank you for spitting in Tom's face me again and again. Here's to another 100. Sorry if I don't seem as rambunctious as I usually am, but I am definitely fighting through a migraine here. But, you know, the show must go on. And thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your time. And I'll let you guys know next week about my trips to Florida. Maybe I'll run into Florida Man and get a live interview with him, because I know he's down there. Florida Man exists. I'm going to prove it. With that being said, folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the 100 episodes. And this is E. Godfrey, not saying goodbye, just saying take it deep.